Sometimes playing Morrowind can be a frustrating experience. If you're playing the way that Bethesda intended and you aren't cheating, you're likely spending every few minutes of your adventure fishing around your inventory, popping bottles for various effects. Potion drinking and making is a huge part of the Morrowind experience, whether you're playing as a beefcake or as a slimy little pile. Personally, I'm an avid alchemist and lover of drink, so I thought it might be helpful to make a comprehensive guide to potion making. This two-part series will go over where to farm ingredients for potions, as well as who to buy the ingredients from infinitely. Timestamps will be provided in the description for ease of use. Come on. Come on. Ah, that's better. Part 1. Potions for every player. We're putting the spotlight on restore fatigue, restore health, levitation, and water walking potions. These potions are the ones that you'll need regardless of what kind of character you play. Let's start with the basic and most easily accessible potion, restore fatigue. Restore fatigue potions are good for every situation. Not only are they useful for restoring your fatigue, they're also great for grinding your alchemy skill and selling for a nice profit. Restore fatigue potions are simple to create and the ingredients are inexpensive and plentiful. The ingredients used in restore fatigue potions are bread, chokeweed, crab meat, hackalow leaf, hound meat, large quama egg, small quama egg, salt rice, scrib jerky, and scuttle. Again, these ingredients are practically everywhere. Oh, wait. Do you guys know? Do y'all know about the free alchemy set? Hold up. Alright. Let's load up a different character right here. Low level character right here. You know, acrobatics expert. Quick. Hey, Caius. Oh, I miss you. Okay. Here we go. What do we got? No money. No money, no problems. Alright, let's spend all this gold on transport. So normally, I guess, you would be doing this from like Satanin or something. So you'd have to spend the money on the Silt Strider to get here, which I believe I did already in the save. I can't remember how much you kind of like start with. But anyway, we'll go straight to the Mages Guild. Head right down. I mean, you're pretty familiar with this place, probably, hopefully. Mages Guild transport is like the best, cheapest, like best fucking transport anywhere. Alright, and we're gonna go straight to Caldera. Caldera Mages Guild. Okay, down the stairs. Alright, into this reinforced wooden door. You know, shut the door behind you. Be polite. You know, you open a door, you shut it. Normal stuff, normal human behavior. Or, I'm sorry, mer behavior. Alright, so here we are in the Caldera Mages Guild in that cute little tower. Just sitting here waiting for you. We got a Master's Mortar and Pestle. We'll take that. The Calcinator, take that. The Retort, take that. And the Alembic, we'll take all that stuff. I mean, honestly, let's just take all this stuff. Nobody's using it. Nobody knows. It's ours now. Perfect. I guess I'll take the paper too, because I don't know if I'm gonna be playing on this save, but take it anyway. Alright, and there you go, and now you're all set and ready to do all the alchemy that your little heart desires. And it's all pretty good. I mean, it's a full master set. Like, that's better than you would get by. I mean, you just should not have to buy that stuff. It's not even fair. Great. So the first potion, restore fatigue. I think the easiest ingredients to collect for this one are going to be the salt rice, the crab meat, and the hound meat. Crab meat you can get from mud crabs. Hound meat you can get from the Nyx hounds. They're those like green, weird, like overgrown bug-looking things that you see everywhere. Uh, Salt rice you can farm from like a couple choice locations. My favorite place to go for salt rice is Azure's Coast region. Here you can find it growing alongside stuff like marshmallow and muck. I mean, the marshmallow is great because that combines with salt rice for another really great potion that we're going to go over. There's a couple ingredient pairs like this that grow like next to each other in this game, and I think it kind of works like that in real life too.
Share
I'm
your
not
thoughts,
sure. I
friend. I
haven't
enjoy the
foraged
company.
IRL in a while. Anyway, so I think around here, a water walking potion or spell would be useful. Slaughterfish are annoying, and I can't swim, so naturally I'm terrified of swimming in video games too. I'm just going to cast a spell, but water walking potions are pretty cheap to make once you have a little cash flow going, and we'll go over that in a little bit. So basically, you can pretty much just like go to Sidrith Mora, start hopping around to all these little like island chains. As you can see, like we're passing a couple mud crabs. They're like everywhere here. It's pretty good for that. Boop. And like some ruins to the side. I'm gonna try and avoid those for the most part. Oop. But what do we have over here? I guess we're not gonna avoid them. Here we got the salt rice and the marshmallow plants. See, they grow next to each other. It's so sick. So yeah, we're just gonna go through these, each one individually, kinda. I'm like not 100% sure how this works. Like this is an individual one, this is an individual one. The marshmallow, I don't know. Sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't. And then, oops, need that water walking. Sometimes there's something there and sometimes you're not. I mean, over time, like after a few days, a few months, it'll restock, so no sweat. Oh, we got some collops here. Good place to get pearls. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I love it over here, honestly. I love Azure's Coast. I love like all these little islands, all the little mushrooms, so many plants. Oops. Weird glitch there. Love this game. Okay, a little bit more. So yeah, basically, you get access to a bunch of salt rice, a bunch of marshmallow, a bunch of mud crabs, everything you could ever want. And mud crabs, again, you can find them basically anywhere that the ocean meets the land, as well as like the Bitter Coast is a good place for them too. The swamps, we'll be going there later. And that's basically it for gathering Restore Fatigue ingredients. So for players with a little more startup capital, I'll show you my favorite person to buy ingredients for these potions from. Alright, so let's focus on Restore Fatigue potions. So the best person to buy the ingredients for Restore Fatigue potions in the beginning is in Balmora, and right here. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely Ajira. Alright, and we'll take a look at her barter list. So Ajira's got the crab meat, 1 per, the hound meat, 2 per, and then the kwama egg. So basically what I sit here and do is I'll take this, buy 5, buy 5, offer that cost me 10 because I have a pretty high relationship with Ajira. Her disposition is up to 100, which is pretty easy to get if you just do like the first few Mages Guild quests for her. They're super simple. You really don't have to have like a high, like any kind of magic skill or anything to complete them. It's basically just like ingredient foraging and like finding her reports and stuff. They're actually kind of fun and cute. Alright, so basically you just buy a few of those. So that's costing me 10 each time. And then I just fix this. Okay. I don't have the best alchemy stuff right now, but anyway. So you just take the crab meat, the hound meat, and so buying 5 each, It's going to cost us 10, but we're going to get probably much more than that back. So let's take a look. All right, good. She's got 960. Click my inventory. I'm going to get 408 back for that. So that's pretty good. And then I would just come in and just buy some more. So 398. Not bad. So on to the next one. Restore health potions. Let's take a look at the ingredients needed for restore health. We got cork bulb root, corpus weepings, emerald, marshmallow, resin, salt rice, and wickweed. So you might notice that salt rice is on this list too. Yes, salt rice is also able to create restore health potions, and you already know where you can collect that stuff. It's alongside the marshmallow on Azure's Coast. So let's take a look at where you can buy infinite amounts of ingredients for these restore health potions then. And yes, luckily, all potion grinding can be done in your first big Morrowind city, in Balmora. Okay, and as for restore health potions, oh, it's raining. We're gonna take a quick little stroll on over to the Balmora Temple. Ooh. Yeesh, let's get out of the storm. Come around here. Oop, take a right down the stairs. And we got a couple people who we can buy ingredients from down here, but we're actually just going to go straight over to Laurara O'Main. Yes. And she sells the cork bulb root, which is 5 a piece. Pretty expensive, but I mean, once you make enough money from Ajira with the restore fatigue potions, it's not going to be any cost at all. And then the salt rice, so that's going to cost me 24 each time. And then we'll just take a look at salt rice and the cork bulb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see what we get for that. If I don't even think she can afford it actually. Yeah. So we would get 440 back. So let's just see if I can just kind of exchange. The Hackalow's kind of expensive down to her 174. I mean, the Shulk resin's good too, actually. So we'll just grab a little of everything. Sell her a couple more potions. Not those. Those are good. I think we can get away with 2. All right. Ish. Great. So that's it. Laurara O'Main for the Restore Health Potions. Okay, so next up is the Levitation Potion. I realize that not everybody is an alteration nerd like I am, so this potion's really useful to know how to source and mix up. Also, to be fair, the basic levitation spell does cost like 45 magicka, which is pretty expensive. So I think the potion's way cheaper. So let's take a look at the levitation ingredients. Okay, we only have 3 ingredients that make this one. We got the Coda Flower, Racer Plumes, and Trauma Root. Okay, so Coda Flowers are kind of rare. You find them in these really pretty and also gross slime pits in the Bitter Coast. But Racer Plumes, I don't know if you know this, but you can find cliff racers everywhere. So yeah, that should take care of that. Just kill every cliff racer you encounter, respectfully. So that leaves the Trauma Root, which essentially thrives where other plants can't. That means throughout the Ashlands, which is like all around here on the map. So let's take a quick look at how I would go about foraging for the Trauma Root. Basically just like go to Ald Run, take the Silt Strider, and then kind of just look down the... Oops, Kagooty. I hate these things. They're And it's diseased. Gross. Alright, so see, there we go. We got a cliff racer right next to some trauma root. So there's a levitation potion right there. Granted, we get trauma root from this. Well, let's just take him out right here and pray for some plumes. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here we go. We got the racer plumes. Very nice. And there's the trauma root. Alright, so yeah, basically that's all you need to know. Just go about looking for these trauma root shrubs, looking for cliff racers, and yeah, basically you can find this stuff like all over the base of Red Mountain and everywhere classed as the Ashlands on the map. Fire fern, weird bubbling pit. Makes strange noise. Okay, very cool. Alright, and for levitation potions. Again, everything's in Balmora. From the temple, take a right up these stairs into the rich part of town. And then we got Nalkaria's place. And we're going to learn all about her soon. So Nalkaria sells and buys, as you can see, with her 3,000 seller gold, which is like I think the highest on the island of Vardenfell. I think you have to go over to Mournhold to find merchants with more gold than her. I mean, besides, okay, this is besides the talking mud crab merchant. We're just gonna throw him in a box because he's I guess uncivilized, I guess. So as for civilized people, not just complete drunkards who hang out on islands all day. Now, Alcaria has like the most money, and especially for alchemy, like this it alone is broken for her to have this much. Um, okay, so for levitation, now this is a really expensive potion to buy. Say we'll buy 10 trauma root. See, that's 79 already. That's pretty brutal. 10 racer plumes. Okay, so that's gonna cost us 238 gold. Now let's see what we get back for that. Okay, the plumes and the root. So we'll do 10. And if we sell her back 10 levitation potions, we will, I don't know the alphabet. Okay, here's 10. We'll get 844 back. So it's still pretty good. It's like a ×4. That's not bad. I'll do that. Alright, and finally, water walking. Naturally, there's water surrounding an island, I think. Is there usually? Are islands surrounded by water? Or was that something else? Anyway, so Vardenfell is surrounded by water, and water is terrifying, of course. So what comes from the sea, will return to the sea. No thanks, not me. So let's go over ingredients necessary for water walking potions. We got ampule pod, Quamacuddle, scales, and violet copperness. Okay, so we're headed to the Bitter Coves for these ingredients. I find it easy to pick up all these things except for the scales, because I hate swimming. So just know if you're a fan of getting brutalized by slaughterfish and Drew, you can totally take a dip in the ocean and kill fish for their scales. But I'm going to keep my armor dry and stick to the land. So ampule pods are in these like cute little swamp pits alongside the coda flowers, for levitation and stuff. So sometimes you get it from this little draggle-tail thing, sometimes you don't. Alright, so now we're going to look for the mushrooms, the violet copperness. Alright, so if you see the luminous Rusilla, just look around a little bit more and look for this glowy one. This is the violet. This is the one we need. Alright, so we're going to just take these. Yeah, we're going to make these potions cruelty-free, safe, vegan. Gotta expand our customer base, so Let's just take a quick look for a couple more. See what we got. Some dreamers. Yeah, so yeah, there's mud crabs everywhere. So if you need that for the restore fatigue potions, cliff racer, there we go, levitation. Just gonna check these out. Might as well take it. Yeah, and here they are growing alongside together again, basically. See, that's so great. So useful that these potion pairs exist. Yeah, and that's the Bitter Coast. Alright, don't look. Crab meat. Nice. And then when it comes to the water walking potions, we can head right back to, oh my god, I hate this rain. We're gonna head right back to Ajira. Rana's got her own shit going on. Okay, we'll go back to Ajira. I love Ajira so much. And so water walking, we're gonna get the 5 scales and the 5 Kwama Cuddle. That's gonna cost 14. It's really cheap. I mean, this is a good one to grind too. And we'll go in through the cuddle and the scales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that costs like 14. And we're gonna get, is there like a set of 5 somewhere here? I had to make all these for the thing. Let's just take like some of the cheaper ones and sell her back 5. That's 446, so that's really great. That's like times, I don't know, like 100 or something. So water walking, another really good one to grind. So yeah, that's basically it for the 4 most useful potions, in my opinion, for every player in Morrowind. And in my next video, I'll go over a couple of potions that I've hand selected for each character specialization, which is like strength, magic, and stealth. If you like this format and you want to know more about a specific potion, just feel free to ask. I'll give you the rundown of any potion you might need, where to find it, and where to farm the ingredients for it. Also, I will be uploading, there will be a link in the description to a spreadsheet of all of the potions available to make by ingredient in Morrowind. So yeah, thanks a lot. See you soon.